Hi, everybody. Top of the morning to you. It is February 28th in Copenhagen, Denmark, and the sun is coming up. And of course, being this far north on the planet, the lovely thing is that the seasons differ a lot. So you can really tell that the equinox is approaching, and brighter days are ahead, and the sun has actually been out for these last days, and all of a sudden it's coming up at 7 a.m. instead of being up at 9:30, and that makes a huge difference. So in that way alone, it's lovely that spring is upon us, and I hope that you're also looking forward to it, and feeling positive, and also feeling like with the ramifications of all these changes and these portal openings in February, and what is going on, that you feel like brighter days are ahead, and new vistas are opening, because this is very much the general energy going on, that the old has sort of been broken down and closed off, and now it's more the conscious of the new that are appearing in the horizon, and it will begin to emerge to your life and manifest, and come closer and closer. So however that is appearing in your life, I hope that it's a mostly enjoyable and exciting process. And of course, remember that excitement, fear, apprehension, worry, all these emotions are essentially the same kind of energetic jitteriness that we interpret differently. So if we can feel these slightly high-strung energies as something that's enjoyable, and that's stirring us to action, and to stepping into where we want to be in our lives, the better, because these energies are also the medium in which we manifest. It's what we call spirit, right? And those are definitely becoming more fertile, receptive to human intentions. And with that introduction, I will bring through Umlam as a representative of the 9D Arcturian Council, and I hope you take something enjoyable from it, something useful from it. And of course, say the thing, as thank you for your likes and subscriptions, and the comments, and sharing if you feel so inclined to, and thank you for being here. Much love. Hello, dear human beings. I come to you from the ninth dimension, I, Umlam, as a representative of the 9D Arcturian Council, bringing you love, unconditional peace, blessings, and benedictions from us and to you in this moment that we share. Thank you for being here with us. We are happy to assist humanity in your progress in discovering who you truly are. We are not interceding in that process. That means we are not disrupting your agendas or what you call your free will. You have certain scripts that you carry out, and even though you have a concept of us as one of the seed races, and you may have an idea of us as one of those founding entities or higher intelligences that helped create the human project, from where we are standing, from our perception of the medium you call time, the thing that is used to grow humanity as a species, You have written this script yourselves, we may say, but the singular and the plural, it's really not that important when we get to the level of reality from which you have written this script. This script was written by you from the point in which you are already an ascended species. It was written by you from your 11th dimensional reality, from the fulfilled point of reality that you already occupy, from your perspective at the end of time, and from that perspective at the fulfillment of time, or the full circle of time and space. This is where you are heading. And so this is the idea that the soul is a pilgrim's progress, that you are just here walking, passing by in the world and moving on home back to brighter realities from whence you came. This is a beautiful vision, isn't it? That it is indeed a circle that you are completing, and in that way you are a boomerang returning, or the call out to the beloved that is being returned by you yourself, coming back and answering your own call. What do we mean by this image? Well, what we seek to convey is the fact that you are becoming multiplicitous, we could say, manifold. You are becoming many in your oneness. The paradox here being that you are becoming more harmonically configured, more complete unto yourself as you become more split is the word that the mind here is translating, and yet it is objecting because it does not convey what we are seeking to convey. That is the fact that what is happening as you move into the 5-dimensional experience is that instead of finding yourself refracted in a hall of mirrors, you are seeing yourself from within all the mirrors, and this is the singular perspective of you. Can you take this shift in perspective to heart? You enter a hall of mirrors, and rather than seeing yourself in the center refracted in many broken images, you are many broken images that compose a whole. All these composite parts of you are being brought together in a more full and whole understanding of the heart. But in this month of March, as you are approaching, and seeing as we are also addressing a somewhat limited crowd of human beings, we can say that in this month of March you are approaching, most of you will find yourself in the Northern Hemisphere, and thus be moving towards brighter days and brighter skies. And we can say that there will be upheavals around you, but you will also find yourself oddly unperturbed by these upheavals. This is a month where rest will find those of you who have already completed much of the disruptive elements of your journey. Take heed of these words, because many of you will find yourself on the road. You will find yourself journeying or moving about in places, and yet a certain stillness will descend upon your experience. Your reality will be filled with the tranquil flow, the soft susurrus of a creek of the spirit that slowly moves about within you. This softness, this is actually more akin to your true nature. Though you are many things, and though one of the things that you fulfill in the further expansion of the species program, the exploration the universe is having of being conscious species expanding and taking in more of the universe that they are a part of. A part of this program was that human beings would be more emotional than species that had went before them, and so bridging the gap between emotions, that is stirring of passions, of rages, desires, wants, fancies, and enjoyments within the human heart, that they are what threatens to keep you from the holistic balance within. And yet you are progressing so wonderfully in your ability to contain more of this upheaval within a stable vessel. This is what you are doing and what you are moving towards. We are very happy about this. And yet more of your true nature is of this soft oceanic quality that may be stirred, but that has a deep layer of unperturbed gravity to it, a heaviness, a pressure that keeps it in place from within, weighing itself down into its flowy ballast. Can you sense that this movement of spirit within, rather than an airy breath, is also the waters of life flushing through you, making you heavy, grave, pregnant almost, with deep spirit, with love, tying you down to existence in this earth, tying you into an engagement into this earth mother. Can you look around at what is going on around you and discern what you need to lend your hands to in order to build a slightly better tomorrow today? And can you distinguish between what is your responsibility and what is perhaps better undertaken by others, or what is it better for you to leave behind entirely? These qualities of discernment and judgment, we could say, as they become informed and tied to the chariot of the emotions. This is the energy of this month of March. This is the mastery that you are moving into. Can you tie the mental faculties and the verbal expression to the emotions of the heart, the space of truth, the focal point of view? And can you inform these, animate them, indeed empower them by the power centers of the lower body, by the power that flows in to you from the divine Mother Earth and the nature she brings forward? And can you command this power and direct it to emotion, to expression, to discernment, and indeed to loving spirit and union by animating your willful self? Can you tap in to this harmonic current, this alignment that is already within you, that simply requires to be activated, to be adjusted, and then you can let the divine waters of the universe flow into your being, weighing you down and thus allowing you to raise up and bob on the shifting waves of reality, moving with the winds of change, yet remaining stable and full of life. This will be your challenge, your game, your play and excitement in this month of March. And we, the Arcturian Council, I, Umblam personally, and all of your galactic brethren, we all wish you many blessings and transmit our unconditional love to you in this month, in this day, in this moment. Peace, dear human. I love channeling the Arcturians, and I hope you take something from that, and since it's a long time since I've explained it, I feel like I should say that what they say about the Vulcan salute, which it just makes me so happy doing it too, is that it's simply because that's actually how they are constructed, and it's kind of a signal that they fed into to the human popular mass consciousness at an earlier point, and so the Vulcan salute is connected to the Arcturians, and that was just a little background. So may you live long and prosper out there, and enjoy your month of March. Much love.